Okay, so what we're going to do is we will break apart this 24 and 35 into expanded form. So we'll start with the 35 since it's on top. So 35 is 30 plus 5. I'm going to draw a line where my plus sign is. And then I have a 24, so I'm going to put a 20 plus 4. And again, draw a line where my plus sign is. Now I'm going to match up the two. Okay, and where those two meet up is where that box is. So, for this one, it's 20 times 30, right? And we know that 2 times 3 is 6, and then I have 2 leftover zeros, so it's 600. Now, I go 20 and 5 meet here. This would be 20 times 5. Well, I know that 2 times 5 is 10, and I have a leftover zero right here, so that makes it 100. Okay? Then I'm going to go here. So my 30 and 4 meet right here, so 4 times 30. Well, I know that 4 times 3 is 12, and I have a leftover zero that I'm going to add, so 120. And then finally, my 4 and 5 meet right here. So 4 times 5 is 20. Now I'm going to take all 4 of those products and add them together. So I have 600 plus 100 plus 120 plus 20. So my answer is 8. Alrighty, same thing here. We're going to take that 12 and 49 and break it apart, whoopsie, into expanded form. So let's get started. We have our 49 broken up into 40 plus 9. And I'm going to make that line where my plus sign is. And then I have my 12 broken apart into 10 plus 2. And again, making that line. Now, we're going to go ahead and start on the 10. So wherever the first one is 10 and 40. So 10 times 40. Well, I know that 1 times 4 is 4, and then I have 2 leftover zeros in my equation, so that is 2 zeros here, so 400. Next is 10 and 9, so 10 times 9, and I know that 1 times 9 is 9, and I have 1 leftover zero, so it's 90. Then 40 and 2, so 2 times 40, and I know that 2 times 4 is 8, and then I have 1 leftover zero, so it's 80. And finally, I have 2 times 9, right? 2 times 9 is equal to 18. Now I'm going to take all 4 of these and add them together. So 400 plus 90 plus 80 plus 18. 8. So my answer is 588. Alright, here we have 16 times 31. So we're going to take the 16 and the 31 and break them apart into expanded form. So for 31, it's 30 plus 1. Make that line where my plus sign is. For 16, it is 10 plus 6. Make that line again. Then we're going to start with the 10, right? So 10 and 30 match in this box. So I say 10 times 30. Well, 1 times 3 is equal to 3, and then I have 2 leftover zeros that I'm going to add to my answer. Then, right here is 10 times 1, and we know that any number times 1 is itself, so that'd be 10. Now we're going to move down to the 6 right here, and we have 6 times 30 right there. And we know the basic fact is 6 times 3, which is 18, and then we have 1 leftover zero that we're going to add to our answer. Finally, you have 6 times 1, and again, any number times 1 is itself. So that's 6. Now I'm going to take all 4 of these products and add them together. So we have 300 plus 180 plus 10 plus 6. So I have a 6, 9, and 4. So my answer is 490. Here we have 13 times 57 I'm going to break apart this 13 and 57 into expanded form first. So I have 50 plus 7, draw that line, and then 10 plus 3, draw that line, and then right here is where the 10 and 50 are matched. So 10 times 50 equals, well, I know 1 times 5 is 5. I have 2 leftover zeros in that equation, so I'm going to add those 2 zeros there. Next up, 10 and 7. And out of the 1 times 7 is 7. I have a leftover 0, so I'm going to add it to make 70. Now we're going to move on to the 3. First one is 3 and 50. So 3 times 50 equals, well, I know 3 times 5 is 15. I have 1 leftover 0, so I'm going to put the 0 here to make 150. And finally, 3 times 7, right, is equal to 21. Now I'm going to take all 4 of those products and add them together. So I have 500 plus 150 plus 70 plus 21. So I have a 1, so 9, 14, carrying my 1. So my answer is 700